Okay, now in this video tutorial we'll see how to connect to a database using a Pro-C program. The editor we are using is the Microsoft Visual Studio editor. Go to the start, click on the run button, type DEVENV, which opens the Microsoft Visual Studio. Go to the file, click on the new, go to the project. Here select Visual C++ and then select empty project. Here I am giving the project name as ConnectDB. So this opens the project. First what you need to do is go to the resource files, right click on the resource files, go to the add, click on the existing item. Now you should go to the directory where the Oracle is installed in your system. So here it is installed in H drive Oracle folder. Go to the installation directory. In the installation directory of Oracle you will find this folder PRECOMP. So double click on it and then select liblib folder and then select MSVC. Now select these two libraries and click on the add. So the resource files are added to our projects. These are the library files. Okay, now right click on the source files, click on add new item. Here select C++ file. Now I'm giving the name of the file as connect.pc. Remember, we are going to write the program in the connect.pc file. We have given the extension .pc because we are going to write a program in Pro-C. So click on the add. So here comes a blank file which doesn't have any code. First what you need to do is you should declare the host variables. These variables are used in the SQL statements, so to connect to the database or to get the data from the database or to insert the data into the database. These host variables are used. So I'm declaring the host variables SQL begin declare section. Here exec SQL and declare section. So in between these two statements you have to write the host variables. Actually this demo what we are going to do is just to connect to the database and to check whether the connection has successfully made or not. So for that purpose I'm taking two character arrays uname, which is of 20, and then password 20. So these are the host variables. So again I'm writing exec SQL include SQLC. Actually what this statement does is it includes the SQLCS structure in the .c file. I mean, whenever you're going to compile this .pc file, what the output generated is the equivalent C code for this .pc file. Okay, we'll see the thing in the later session of this video. So I'm including the header files, as all of you know the standard header files. Include conio.h, include stdlib.h. As is all of you know the general template for the C program. So finally I get ch. So first go to the directory where this project is saved. So this project is saved in E drive, so I'm going to the E drive. So this is the directory where this project is saved, connectdb. So here you can see there is only one file, connect.pc. Okay, so now I'm going to the command prompt, slash going to the directory where this project is saved, YouTube, and then cd space connectdb, so dir. So here you can see the files. See here there is no .c file. So now let us compile the connect.pc file and let's see what we get the output. Proc, which is nothing but the proc compiler, connect.pc. So when I press enter, see here you can see the compiler is successful. See, it has generated a .c file. Here I have compiled the connect.pc file and it has given a .c file with the same name, connect.c. What's the main difference is the proc file is converted into the C file with the same file name. Okay, let us add this connect.c to the project. So add existing item, go to the directory YouTube connectdb. So this is the file. So yeah, so just open this file. See, this is the code, default code, which is written by the proc compiler. See, these are the host variables that I have declared. And one interesting thing that you can see is what are the statements that you have written with these two words starting execSQL are commented out in the .c file. Okay, we'll see later about these host variables. Okay, let me write the code to connect to a database. So remember one thing, we have added the connect.c file to our project. Or else you can add directly the connect.c file. Okay, let me do one thing. Now I'm going to delete this connect.c. See what is it asking. So I want to delete this .c file permanently, so I'm clicking on delete. So now I can't find the .c file here in the directory. Right click, go to the add, click on the new item, select C file, give the same file name that you have given for the .pc, connect.c, but with the extension .c. Okay, so there is no code written in the connect.c. I mean, this is another way of adding the .c file to your project. I mean, this will be the easier one. So now compile the .pc file, connect.pc, proc connect.pc. So when I press enter, so when I return back to the Visual Studio, see, it is asking. Already the connect.c file is open in Microsoft Visual Studio, but the proc compiler has written some data to the connect.c. So say s to all. See, this is the code which is written by the proc compiler. Okay, this is another way of adding the connect.c. Okay, so now let me write the code for connecting to the database. So printf, enter the username scanf. So what are the variables that you have declared in this section? You can use those variables in C, like the variables in C. The scanf. So I have declared username and password as character arrays. So I'm using the string %s to read the username, uname, and I can printf, enter the password, scanf %s pwd. So I have read username and the password from the user. So now I want to connect to the database. So I'm going to write the embedded SQL statement in the .pc file. So the statement must start with the words exec space SQL, which represents execute the SQL statement. So now I'm writing the SQL statement: connect uname identified by pwd password. As you see, this is a normal SQL statement you will write while if you want to connect to any other user. So connect username identified by password. So what is the main difference is, while you're writing the SQL statement, the variables which you are going to use in this SQL statement must start with the colon symbol. Connect uname identified by password. So this is the way of writing. This is the syntax. So I have written the SQL statement to connect to the database. So now you want to check whether the connection is succeeded or not. So to check that error status and what is the error code written by the database, you need to check one structure which gives the information about this error codes and error message, that is SQLCA. That's why I have written this statement, include SQLCA. Go back to the connect.c, you will find this structure SQLCA, which is written by the ProC compiler for us. This is the structure. This will be written by the ProC compiler. Okay, no need of writing this manually. So this is the structure. In this structure, this SQL code represents the error code written by the database, and this contains the status message. If any error rises, that error message. Remember, this SQLCA structure contains the most recent error message that occurred. So in this SQLCA structure, you will find the inner structure. SQL ERRM is the structure variable defined for this structure. So if you want to access this SQL ERRMC, you have to make use of the SQLCA structure variable. And here you can see SQLCA is itself declared as a structure variable for this structure SQLCA. So if you want to access the structure members of this SQLCA, what you need to do is just type SQLCA.SQL code. Similarly, if you want to access SQL ERRMC, what you need to do is just type SQLCA.SQLERRM.SQLERRMC. So this is the way of writing, as all of us know how to write the structures and how to access the structure members. So now I am going to check SQLCA.SQL code equal to 0 means the query has executed successfully. So then I am going to print the message success, or else I am going to printf error code %d/n error message %s. See, this is a character array, so I am giving as %s. sqlca.sql code, which is an integer value, and sqlca.sqlerm.sqlermc. So this ends our program, which checks for the status, whether the query has executed successfully or not. So now I have made changes to this connect.pc. So if you want these changes to reflect into the connect.c file, you have to again compile it. What are the modifications you have done in connect.pc? If you want to reflect those changes, make sure that you have to compile again this connect.pc. Connect.pc. Okay, there is no errors. So when you return back, the Microsoft Visual Studio asks that this connect.c has been modified outside the source directory. So say yes to all. Go to the connect.c. See here the code. So see here, the SQL statement you have written is just commented out by the ProC compiler, and it has generated the equivalent C code for this. So this is the code generated by the ProC compiler for us, for the SQL statement written by us. Yes. Okay. Now just press Ctrl F5, or else you can go to the debug menu, click on start without debugging. So say yes. Would you like to build it? Say yes. So here comes the output. Enter the username. So I'm giving Scott, I'm giving Tiger. So it has connected to the database successfully. So now again I'm going to run this program, and I'm going to give username as Scott, and now I'm giving the wrong password. See here, you got the error code -1017 and the error message invalid username or password. So in this way you can check the status message, the error messages written by the Oracle database for you. Okay, this ends the tutorial. Thank you.